Unmasking the metaphor, a secret code for your words. Have you ever heard someone say something strange? Not strange weird, but strange interesting. Like, the classroom was a zoo. Did they mean there were real lions and tigers? No, they were using a metaphor. A metaphor is a secret code for your words. It's like whispering a secret message, but everyone knows you're doing it. Instead of saying something is like something else, a metaphor says it is something else. But remember, it's a secret code, not a lie. We know the classroom isn't really a zoo. It just helps us imagine the chaos and noise. Metaphor defined. What is a metaphor? A metaphor is a figure of speech that describes an object or action in a way that isn't literally true, but helps explain an idea or make a comparison. For example, if you say, "Time is a thief," you don't mean that time is actually stealing something. Instead, you mean that time passes quickly and our moments are gone before we know it. Metaphors make our language more colorful and interesting. They help us understand and visualize things in a new way. Remember, a metaphor says something is something else to show a similarity or connection between them. Metaphor versus simile, a case of mistaken identity. Metaphors have a sneaky cousin, the simile. Similes are like metaphors, but they use the words like or as to make the comparison. For example, the classroom was like a zoo. Both metaphors and similes help us see things in new ways, but metaphors are more direct and powerful. They create a stronger image in our minds. Think of it like this. A simile is a gentle nudge, while a metaphor is a high five to the imagination. Cracking the code metaphors in action. Let's practice our code-breaking skills with some more metaphors. The alligator's teeth were white daggers. Now we know alligators don't have real daggers, right? The metaphor helps us understand just how sharp and dangerous their teeth are. She is a peacock. This doesn't mean she has feathers. It means she's proud and likes to show off, just like a peacock displaying its colorful plumage. My teacher is a dragon. Is your teacher breathing fire? Hopefully not. This metaphor probably means your teacher is strict and maybe a little scary. Mary's eyes were fireflies. This paints a beautiful picture of Mary's eyes, bright and sparkling in the darkness. Life is a highway. This metaphor reminds us that life is a journey with many paths and destinations. Literary mysteries metaphors. Hiding in plain sight. Metaphors aren't just for everyday conversations. Authors use them to add mystery and suspense to their stories. Here are a few examples. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. William Shakespeare. Shakespeare compares the world to a stage, suggesting that life is a performance. So we beat on, boats against the current, borne back ceaselessly into the past. F. Scott Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald uses the metaphor of boats struggling against a current to show how hard it is to escape the past. The silence that descended on the room was thick enough to cut with a knife. Agatha Christie. Christie uses a vivid metaphor to describe the tense and uncomfortable atmosphere. The words were hot and sharp, like shards of glass. Suzanne Collins. This metaphor emphasizes the painful and hurtful nature of the words spoken. The future was a blank canvas, and she was the artist. Veronica Roth. This metaphor suggests endless possibilities and the power of choice. So there you have it, the mystery of the metaphor, solved. Now that you know the secret code, you can start spotting metaphors everywhere, and even create your own. Remember, the world of language is full of surprises, so keep your eyes peeled and your imagination open.